Sulsul, and welcome back to The Sims 2. This is episode 2 of DJ Dancer. This was originally supposed to be part of the first episode when I thought this was going to be a one-off video. And then, after that turned into what was going to be almost 2 hours on just this part alone, I was like, okay, no, we're cutting that into 2 different episodes. This one is only going to be in total about 25 minutes long, and the first one is an hour and 18, so didn't even split it in half. But about an hour and a half is pretty typical for me for my videos.
That's right. Gonky.
Decided we'd go on a little bit of a shopping spree here, because she's been holding on to the money that she started with pretty well. So, it means that we're making money. Not a significant amount at this point, but that will change here. It's such a simple mechanic, but being able to buy clothes and spend money on things like that, I don't know why, I really like this. None of the other Sims games are like that. Like, 4, you have access to everything that you could ever want in Create a Sim, which, it's nice, because that means that I can be as creative as I want to be whenever I feel like spending time in Create a Sim. But also, I like that they had to spend money on clothes in The Sims 2. Was it reasonably priced? No, it was not, because each outfit is like 200 simoleons. So you had to. A lot of my families back in the day would go almost bankrupt because I'd go on a shopping spree and spend all of my Sims money. Because you can spend thousands of simoleons very fast.
Laffy. Blicknarb.
Maybe that's just me being bipolar and not having any impulse control when it comes to spending money, but it was a problem I ran into a few times. And she met this beautiful socialite Sim here who they got along pretty well.
She's me. Cruzy Nab.
Now here's another thing I miss. Like Sims 2, when they dance together, they actually dance together. And in 4, when they dance together, they just dance beside each other. Or within a similar vicinity to each other, unless they're slow dancing. The thing I've never understood is why can you build all of these animations in one game, but you can't port them over to another one? I don't understand. I don't know how to build a game, so I don't know how game development works. Maybe it's not as simple as I think it is, but I feel like it should be that easy. You should be able to take animations that you've designed from previous games and put them into newer models, should you not? Is that not something? Is that really something you have to rebuild from the ground up every single time? That feels inefficient. Because, like, all of the things that people love about The Sims 2 was the animations and the humor that came from the AI, like, the choices that they made. Maybe someone who knows game development can explain it to me in the comments, because I clearly don't know. I'm just talking out my ass. But I've never understood that, like with 4. Because you can tell the devs on Sims 14 were so lazy. Everything for the animation in The Sims 4 is just a grab and swipe thing. That's it. They don't touch anything, and like in 2, when they grab a bowl or something out of the counter, they open the cabinet and they grab the bowl. In 4, it's just a swipe animation again, reused over and over and over again, because that's what they made and that's what they're willing to use, and they're lazy. And like, on the one level, I get it, but also those little details, they do matter. It's the thing that we still talk about The Sims 2, even today. That's why 2 is the superior game. And I always loved this diner. Red's Famous 50s Diners was always one of my favorite places to come on dates. I love diners in real life. I wish they had survived COVID at all, because diner food is delicious. And I'm talking like real greasy spoon diners, like something that is local to your area, or like something you'd find in New York. Which, like, if I was going to New York, I would be so that I could go eat diner food, like real legit diner food. Or it's on the coast. Like Denny's is technically a diner, but that's a commercialized franchise, and I like Denny's. No shade to Denny's, but it's not the diner food I'm talking about. I'm talking like niche local diner food. There was a diner like that in my town growing up when I was a kid. So good. We ate there quite a bit. It's the only thing I miss about one of the things I miss about Illinois and where I grew up is specifically that diner, because their food was so good. Tell I'm a fat kid, because I love food. Everybody do this muscle. To no music. I love how they all just get in on this muscle. Whenever one person starts doing it, everybody just jumps in. They can't help themselves. You could almost have the whole diner going. I really appreciate how fast this game loads. Back in the day, it did not load quickly. But also, back in the day, I did not have a great PC that I was running The Sims 2 on. I don't know why the game gave her short hair for her underwear and stuff. Like, she's wearing a hat, yes, but her hair is not short. Her hair is long underneath that. Neighbors being loud, so fight back with a guitar.
Framkin. Oh, it's Halomana. Ah. Oh, Mara Hipolada.
Alright, let's go downtown. Or no. Guess we stayed here. This was towards the end of my recording session, so I was getting tired of going places. I was getting tired of doing things, period. I think it's pretty late when I finally finished recording this one. It's pretty late when as I'm recording the commentary for this. I say, it's only 9:30. I'm old. I don't stay awake much past midnight anymore. And sometimes I'll go to bed at like 7:30 because I've been tired all week and I haven't been sleeping. So then I'll just go to sleep one night at like 7:30 when the sun is still up. And when I wake up, it's midnight. I'm like, okay, well that was a nice nap. Can we go for the real thing now? Guess there's an apartment party. Figured we might go join and hang out, but then everybody was gone by the time DJ got showered and got up there. Which, like, figures. Alright, we'll steal some food at least. Not that she's really in a bad shape with, like, food and survival. We don't really need to steal food from everyone, but we did. Alright, why did you go all the way down? I guess, yeah, it doesn't connect to her apartment. It was on the other side of the building, so she had to. It's fall, actually. It's getting into about to be winter, and yet I have her in a halter top, which I did realize at that point was, oh, it's actually cold outside. What am I doing? Should still be in a jacket, like she normally was. It's too cold for anything else. I just want to change things up. I briefly tried to learn guitar at one point in my life. Found out my hands are too small for... I couldn't make the reaches. My hands would literally cramp and lock up on me. So my dreams of being a rock star, that was never gonna happen, and I knew it. But it was fun to dream. Which is why so many of my Sims end up being musicians, because I always wanted to be a musician. I need to start taking that guitar with her so she can perform for tips. Going out with our new friend. I think her name is Willow, but I always want to call her Celeste. I don't know why. My favorite nightclub, Crypto Nightclub. I came here all the time back in the day. This is a bar I would go to in real life. I love vampires.
Kaya sa'yo to.
Campacho!
Wandayala!
Yes, I did read Twilight as an adolescent, but I was more of an underworld vampires kind of thing. Those are not great movies, but I loved them. Still kind of do. Selena is my favorite. Kate Beckinsale is gorgeous.
Oh,
Grab. And wrap.
Pero sita. Rosadinto.
La bouche.
DJ's gotten pretty good. I'm up to making 30 simoleons per every, I don't know, 15 seconds or so. Maybe it's 30 minutes in game, which would be 30 seconds in real life.
Emily. La bouche.
Decided to take a shift as a bartender so I can make a little money that way. That was very short-lived. But like that's kind of what I'm doing with DJ. She's just doing little service jobs here and there. See what we can survive on. Mostly focusing on being a DJ. So here we came down to a little shop around here that I turned into a little coffee shop. So I wanted her to take a Sunday shift as a barista, and then this dude shows up and won't leave her alone so she can work. So I decided fine, and he is the one who introduces us to our sugar daddy, and that's going to become another avenue for making money. Is like whatever gifts our sugar daddy leaves us, we can either keep them or we can sell them. And we can survive. That's another form of income we can use to survive on. I'm just kind of rolling with whatever the game decides to do. This was not any kind of plan I had, but she does have the pleasure aspiration that she wants to go on 50 dream dates, so why not do that 50 dream dates with our sugar daddy? Achieve our lifetime aspiration, as well as use him for his money. Why not? If he wants to spend it on somebody, let it be me. Like these two are in love with each other. First date. And he's a romance sim, so I don't feel bad if she chooses not to ultimately be with him. If we meet someone else. Like, I like Seth. The guy she met when she first moved into town. I don't think she and Seth will ever be anything other than friends, but we're not planning on marrying Sugar Daddy here. We're not planning on marrying anybody. Maybe at the very end, if I feel like she's got something good going with somebody, or you guys are very emphatic in my comments about who she should be with. Like, if you've got ideas, you tell me. I'm open to suggestions. But for now, we're gonna date the old man, take him for all he's worth, and you know what? He gets what he wants out of it. I get what I want out of it. I don't see anything wrong with it. Nobody's getting hurt. It's purely transactional. And then I got scared here for a moment because it didn't take me with them. I'm like, wait, I don't want to stay here and look at Agnes Crumblebottom. I want to go to Speedy's Fast Lanes Bowling and Eats. That's one of my favorite sports is bowling because it's a sport you can do while you eat. I can have cheese fries while I bowl. It's the best thing in the world. God, I'm such a fat kid. Always have been. Always will be.
Vegetarian Sinitala.
Oh, c'est ça la bonne. Quinche pas.
Bowling alleys are another thing that did not survive COVID. Most things did not survive COVID. Movie theaters didn't survive COVID, not major ones. What's funny to me is that locally, there's a theater here that shows mostly very niche films, like
Mais la bête sur la bête.
but they survived. But I'm guessing they had some angel investors who jumped in and kept them alive through the pandemic. And things like AMC went out of business because they had too many theaters across the country to try and manage through a pandemic where people could not be around each other. So, of course, they folded. You saw they've both developed a crush on each other already. So this is moving along very nicely. I don't have to be very careful with my flirting with these two because they both are pretty much into everything. Because that's how attracted to each other they are. Which I'm like, DJ, why do you like old dudes? Like what? Like I can't. I'm not judging. All right, not judging. Okay, I can't judge. I have no room to judge. But I'm talking like, this is a geriatric old man. What are we doing here? And it's not that people can't be attractive when they're older. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything that matters or should even be said. But I definitely can't judge because RE9 Leon is still, it's now July, and RE9's been out since February, and I'm still just obsessed, so I got no room to judge. I think this is going to be good for DJ to have a sugar daddy on the side. Because after I just bought all those clothes, that was like 1,600 simoleons that I just dropped on something very superfluous. And then she looks at me like, why are we doing that? It's always my favorite thing. So whenever you made them do something that they didn't like, they would look to camera at you and be like, what, me? You want me to do that? Like if they weren't interested in cheating on their partner. That is just, I loved that. That's just a tiny little thing. They're like, I don't want to do that. I had a couple who, they both had multiple affairs on the side. And every time I would make them cheat on their partner, who they did love, they would always just look to camera at me like, stop it, I don't want to do this. I'm like, you're the one throwing wants to flirt with such and such. I'm just doing what you wanted. But also I was just doing what I wanted, which was to cause chaos. Why are we still here watching this man in the urinal pee? And then that dude walks up and just compliments him or what? Like, what the hell is going on in the men's restroom at that bowling alley? Now I wish we had stayed there. I want to know what's going on there. I got immediately invested in whatever the hell is happening over there. But we don't get to stay there. You have a gorgeous redheaded woman standing right there, DJ. And you're making out with an old man. I have a thing for redheads, as I've said before in other videos. So I'm always going to call out the redheads that I see. I was scrolling YouTube the other day and somebody put up a poll about who was more attractive in RDR2, Molly O'Shea, Mary Beth, Karen, or Tilly, and honestly I can't choose between Molly and Karen because I'm very attracted to both of them for different reasons. Molly because she's a redhead. Karen, well, if you've seen Karen, you know why everyone's attracted to Karen. Tits for days, that's why everyone likes Karen. Yeah, this is when I decided to try and see if I could fit in a ballet bar. And no, you cannot. There's not enough space. So this is why I need a house now. We need to move on. Sugar Daddy, can you leave me some money so that I can buy a house? Or can you maybe, I guess, move in? Maybe we need to do that and we can buy a house together. But then he's not really a sugar daddy. I don't want to live with him. I don't mind if he brings us gifts and things. I just don't want to live with him. I don't want to do that. Because I don't want another sim to have to deal with at this point. I just want to play with DJ. That's it. But I would also like your money. All of it, if I can get it, please. Like, we could marry him, just do like a kind of a secondary Black Widow challenge. Maybe that's Let's Play series we do in The Sims 2 on this channel. Let me know if you'd be interested in doing something focused on like the Black Widow style challenge. What the hell was that gross, disgusting sound?
So, Roweg?
Raven of Roses, thank you.
Nibna friend.
Time for the Elixir of Life. I can never remember what that's called. I don't know why. We have enough aspiration points. And in this game you do have to keep your sim young because the young adult stage is only for university. Alright, well that's roughly about where this one's gonna end. If you have enjoyed this content, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Because remember, we are working towards monetization on this channel, and every little bit you do really helps. And is much appreciated. You shouldn't want to sell a bad painting. It's rough. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're looking forward to more of this Let's Play going forward, because we're going to be doing this one for a while.
Our blocking! Oh, but deed down! It's... Ah, Chapati!